Hi there, my darling Geminis. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to your reading for the week of October the 6th, 2025. So, my darling Geminis, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Moonology manifestation cards. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then finishing off with angel answer cards. All right, my darling. Oops. Geminis, what messages does Gemini need to know for the week of October the 6th, 2025? I think that was the one that I just put back in. That's weird. And that's why I don't take pop outs either, is because if the cards want to come up, they'll come up. And I'm pretty sure that flicked out and then I put it back in and it came up anyway. Full moon in Cancer. Let your fears dissolve. My darling Geminis, be without fear. Fear is just false evidence appearing real. That's what I tell my kids, and it is. Fear only has power if you give it power, if you believe in it, and I don't. Yes, I know there can be scary situations. I understand that. But like I said, fear only has power if you give it power, my darling Geminis. So you're just being encouraged this week to, let your fears dissolve. Realize that, fear is nothing other than an illusion that we believe. So, let's get more info for you, my darling Geminis. All right, let us see. Let's consult the tarot here and see what messages we've got coming up for you, my darling Geminis. What does Gemini need to know for this week of October the 6th, 2025? Six of Swords, Five of Wands, and the Eight of Swords. Yeah, okay. There is some fear here, but I feel it's self-inflicted, self-imposed. Yeah, something going on here for you, my darling Geminis. So what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together here for you. So you start off here with the beautiful Six of Swords. Now, the Six of Swords is a card of moving on and moving forward, my darling Geminis. It's a card of, moving on to calmer shores, as they say, and taking with you only what's necessary, my darling Geminis. You can see here she's got 6 swords in the boat, this little bag, and literally the clothes on her back. These 6 swords here, they represent the lessons and the love, what she has learnt. These are all she's taking. What's in her bag here are her tools that she needs to move on to the next phase of her life. She does not need to bring further baggage, my darling Geminis, and I feel that it's important for me to say that to you, is to release any other baggage. Do not bring that with you. Do not bring old hurts, past disappointments, past worries, anxieties, and fears into this new phase, this new way, this new direction, my darling Geminis. That's the lesson of, well, that's the message of the Six of Swords. And I'm also drawn here. You can see her gaze is looking up to this star here. I feel it's important for you to follow your North Star, to follow where it is that you want to end up, my darling Geminis. Yeah. Because, it reminds me also of this big, huge moon on that let your fears dissolve. Similar imagery here, I feel. And, I'm, like I said, I read intuitively. So, and if any signs or synchronicities or symbols pop out at me, I say them because, that's usually what pops into my head. So I just feel for you, you're moving on, my darling Geminis. You're being encouraged to move forward. Take only the lessons and the love, but move forward, my darling Geminis. And I love this for you. It's beautiful energy, this moving forward and, moving to where you want to be, not where you've come from, my darling Geminis. Because then you've got the Five of Wands as well. Now, traditionally, the Five of Wands is conflict or competition, but you can see on the card, they're dancing here. They're not fighting. They are maybe, they're dancing. They're practicing. They're training, my darling Geminis. And I feel, you're being encouraged here to, I feel the competition, the conflict and competition. I feel that the conflict is mental conflict. And because you've got the Eight of Swords here, which is self-imposed restriction, I feel that you're going through some kind of mental conflict, my darling Geminis, which you can get out of. You are being told to release it, here. But I also feel that it would be good, to not worry about any kind of competition either. There is enough for everybody, my darling Geminis. There is no competition. You do not need to compete with anybody, my darling Geminis. You just do you, boo. Let everybody else do them, and you do you. Like I said, I feel that this is mental conflict for you. Not really getting anything else off it other than release the mental conflict, my darling Geminis. Because, you've got the Eight of Swords here. And like I said, the Eight of Swords is all about self-imposed restriction. You can see, she's got this small blindfold here and these very loose bindings. Blindfolds in the tarot often can represent what it is, like having to trust your intuition and also what we can't see as well, my darling Geminis. But you can see here, all she needs to do is pull that blindfold off from around her eyes, remove these very loose bindings and step out of these swords into this flow, which the water here in the tarot, for me, as a reader, represents the flow of life. And stepping out of the water is stepping out of the flow, my darling Gemini. So I feel you need to step into the flow. Take off these loose bindings. Realize that you have the ability to see what's going on. Don't be stuck in self-imposed restriction. Don't be stuck in self-sabotage, which is what I think and feel with the Five of Wands and this. I feel that it's self-sabotage type of energy, that you won't allow yourself, you don't feel that you're worthy, you don't feel that you deserve to be happy, my darling Geminis, but you do, my darlings, you do. Remove this blindfold, remove these bindings and step into the flow. That's what I feel is happening for you here. So if I'm going to put it all together, it's a very clear message for me here with this: let your fears dissolve. You're feeling conflicted about something. It'll be different for everybody. Only you will know what that is. And I feel that it's causing you to feel that you've put yourself in this place of self-imposed restriction, my darling Geminis. My encouragement for you is to release this mental conflict, release the self-imposed restrictions, let your fears dissolve and get in the boat. Take your lessons in the love, take your tools and move forward. Follow your heart, my darling Geminis. Follow your North Star. Be who you want to be. Move where you want to move and let your fears dissolve. Move forward with confidence here, my darling Geminis, because this is your opportunity to get out of this energy, this self-imposed restriction. It's not serving you anymore, my darling Geminis. So if you're enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. Drop me a comment. I'd love to know if this resonates with you. If you want to share, what it is do you feel conflicted about? Are you, Are you conflicted about a job? Are you conflicted about a person, two people, one? Is there something that isn't, you just can't quite put your finger on and it's driving you crazy? My darling Geminis, share. What do they say? A problem shared is a problem halved. Anyway, get more information, they say, yes. And ask for help from others, yes. Ask people that you trust around you. What do you think? How I feel that problem shared is a problem halved. Just talking about it helps, my darling Geminis. Yeah, trust. And trust that the universe has a plan for you. Trust that whatever decision that you make is probably divinely guided, my darling Geminis. That it's not a fluke, that, this is happening. It is there. It's happening for a reason. It's up to you to decide what that reason is, my darling Geminis. Yeah, perfect timing. This is coming in perfect timing. You have divine timing on your side, my darling Geminis. And you've got a yes with an exclamation point, is what that means, my darling Geminis. This is happening for you. You need to be able to move out of the self-imposed restriction, let your fears dissolve, as this card says, and, allow yourself to move forward. Take the lessons and the love, but allow yourself to move forward, my darling Geminis. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again soon.